Hi everyone. This video is continue to the previous video regarding the sudo in Red Hat Linux operating system. In previous class, we have discussed about the user and the commands he can execute. So the commands he can execute, those commands will be defined in vi sudo. So if you see here, Sai is a user. He is able to execute these three commands: user addition, user add, user del, and user modification. Because we have defined only these three commands, so that he can execute only three commands. Sai is a user. He can execute only three commands because we have defined here three commands. If we mentioned all instead of these three commands, then he can execute all commands as a administrator. Whatever the administrator, the privileges, the commands he is able to execute, all commands the sai user is able to execute. And let us now come to the user ram. The ram user, here we have defined what commands he is not allowed to execute, because here at the end, if you see here, here here we have mentioned exclamation mark at the beginning of the absolute path of the command. Okay, if we mention the exclamation mark here, user group add, group mod, and group deletion, then he is not entitled to execute the commands. Okay, now let us see whether he is able to execute this group add, group mod, and group deletion and commands or not. Okay, ram is a user, just remember. Okay, now if you see who am I now, we currently is logged in as a root. Let us switch to ram. Now if you see here, now ram is logged in. Now let us execute the commands sudo group add, group test. If you see here, see, sorry, user rom is not able to execute. See, because we have defined the command which he is not able to execute, because we have defined the commands not to execute. Therefore, this kind of the message is appearing. So likewise, we can define what commands not to execute for the user. Okay, so this is how we can restrict the users, or users from executing the certain commands. So those commands can be defined in vi sudo file. So thanks for watching.